If you're inspo tanks, and make no mistake, you've come to the right place. Just give to Neil the time to straight up blow your mind with a new show of Drawing a Blank.
Welcome back to Drawing a Blank. It was only a matter of time before this happened. It's time to talk about my warrior OCs. Aw yeah! Starting off with my OG OC, the MVP with the POV of my first RP, Spottedshadow. Spottedshadow is quite near and dear to my heart since she's been a character of mine for nearly 10 years now. She's gone through some changes and lived a full life, so I couldn't be prouder of my tall gal. She definitely has some of those first original character special snowflake qualities, but it's thanks to Spotty here that I really got better at writing and making up other and better characters. We all have to start somewhere, and Spottedshadow is one of the first real characters that I took seriously. Oh, this is going to be a bit of a trip down memory lane, but who's ready to see my first ever drawing of Spottedshadow? Oh god, I can't believe I'm going to be showing this to you guys. Oof, there she is, in all her original glory. Yeah, needless to say, she's changed a bit, and my art style has definitely grown. Now, originally, Spottedsshadow's name came from the old Warrior Name Generator website, and me being a middle schooler thought it would be cool to take her warrior name quite literally, and that is why Spottedshadow is a black cat with white spots. I'm well aware that this isn't terribly realistic, and honestly, I don't care one bit about realistic warrior cats designs, but in the last few years I've heard of a skin condition that's pretty rare in cats and works as a good explanation for Spottedshadow spots. It's a type of depigmentation in feline fur called vitiligo, which basically means that as a cat ages, their fur can turn spotty and white. So now her design is based more off of these kinds of cats, with this skin condition. Now I'm going to start talking about Spottedsshadow's life leading up to where she starts off in our story, Starkland Battles. If you've watched any PMVs I've done or seen my comic over on DA about Spotty, these events all happened before that. Spottedshadow was born in the WindClan Lake territory and is the daughter of Whitebelly and Blackpelt, who named her Ravenkit. I found a really cute reference photo to help inspire this first picture of Ravenkit with her mother, Whitebelly. It's important to remember that when drawing babies of any kind, that they aren't just smaller versions of the adult. They often have very different proportions to keep in mind. Ravenkit grew up in the WindClan nursery, the youngest of her generation in WindClan, which includes Jaggedkit, Fernkit and Volkit, and Amberkit and Goldenkit. As they all grow up and leave the nursery to become apprentices, Ravenpaw and Goldenpaw become really close, not just as friends, but as rivals, constantly challenging each other to become better warriors. Goldenpaw is favored by the rest of the apprentices and even the clan deputy, Forestleaf, as a charming and charismatic young Tom. Ravenpaw is the type to be more thoughtful and introspective, so she doesn't get the attention that Goldenpaw does, but she doesn't mind so much. She's happy to be training with her best friend and knocking his ego down a few notches whenever she wins one of their little competitions. After a few moons, Ravenpaw starts noticing some spots on her pelt that weren't there before. The clan starts to panic that Ravenpaw might have a disease, and so she's quarantined in the medicine cat den until further notice. Of course, Ravenpaw doesn't feel sick or have any side effects, so to pass the time, the medicine cat Misty Snow gives little jobs to Ravenpaw to keep her busy. It starts to become pretty clear that Ravenpaw's condition isn't harmful, but before Ravenpaw is released from the medicine den, Blackpelt and Whitebelly get attacked by a fox, leaving Whitebelly dead and Blackpelt permanently injured. Ravenpaw insists on staying in the medicine den to help care for her father, and Misty Snow agrees. Blackpelt's right front leg has been torn to pieces, and it's going to take both Misty Snow and Ravenpaw to give him the proper treatment and therapy he needs to survive. Over the course of this time, Misty Snow and Ravenpaw become extremely close, forming a mother-daughter/mentor-student relationship that both find very comforting after such a shocking incident. Ravenpaw has learned a lot under Misty Snow's guidance and starts considering becoming a medicine cat, but Misty Snow discourages Ravenpaw from becoming her apprentice after realizing that Goldenpaw is clearly in love with Ravenpaw, and also knowing that Ravenpaw is going to make a better warrior in the long run than a medicine cat, even if she does cherish Ravenpaw's company in the medicine den. So after Black Pelt is allowed to leave the medicine den and join the elders with his new name Missingfoot, Ravenpaw also continues her warrior training. Goldenpaw is thrilled to have her back, but Ravenpaw's recent loss and her potential training as a medicine cat still weighs heavily on her mind. Ravenpaw finally gets to go to her first gathering several moons into her apprenticeship and is excited to finally meet the cats from the other clans. Goldenpaw insists that gatherings should be used as opportunities to try to learn other clans' secrets, but Ravenpaw really isn't into that idea and genuinely wants to try to make friends, especially after noticing that most of the other apprentices at the gathering seem much nicer than her peers in WindClan. As a side note, for this next drawing, I'm redoing a doodle I did sometime last year and making some improvements as well as, of course, coloring it. I always really liked this doodle and I thought it was a shame I had never colored it in the past, so fixing that now. Ravenpaw meets many other clan cats that night, but the one that stands out to her the most is a Shadow Clan apprentice named Wildpaw, who is grumpy and, although Ravenpaw doesn't know it, is actually going through a lot of the same feelings of loss that Ravenpaw is. They don't hit it off right away, but each gathering after that one, the two end up seeking each other out and talking about their feelings. This leads to Goldenpaw getting increasingly jealous and distrustful of Ravenpaw. By the time they get their warrior names, they're pretty much not even on speaking terms with each other. Goldenpaw becomes Goldenpelt, and Ravenpaw gets her name changed to Spottedshadow. As a side note, the current WindClan leader, Hazelstar, is very literal with names. That's why Ravenpaw is changed to Spottedshadow and Blackpelt was changed to Missingfoot. It's almost kind of a gag within WindClan that everybody can predict their name because Hazelstar is really predictable in choosing something that is quite literal. After a few moons, they both get apprentices of their own, Goldenpelt with Timberpaw and Spottedshadow with Nightpaw. Now that they're both training apprentices together, Spottedshadow and Goldenpelt try to turn over a new leaf and start to get along again. Although Goldenpelt's interests are still obviously romantic, and Spottedshadow is pretty sure that that's never going to happen after how he reacted to Wildfur, who Spottedshadow wishes she could deny her feelings for, but it's pretty obvious to everybody at this point. Wildfur isn't the only controversial cat in Spottedshadow's life, however. Her close friend Dawnfrost from ThunderClan is an invaluable friend to Spottedshadw in many ways that others aren't. As apprentices, the two would often meet late at night between their borders to battle train and sharpen their skills, but as warriors, it wouldn't be surprising to see Spottedshadw and Dawnfrost speaking calmly to each other on their respective sides of the river, sharing news and words of encouragement, especially after Spottedshadw gets banned from attending gatherings. On rare occasions, Dawnfrost has even agreed to relay a message or two to Wildfur, if she sees him patrolling for Spottedshadw. Even Dawnfrost will admit, directly to Spottedshadow's face even, that Spottedshadw probably has her priorities out of order, and they should not be as close as they are. But despite her seemingly mixed loyalties, Spottedshadw loves WindClan with all her heart and would never betray her home. She just doesn't see the purpose of faking aggression towards other clans. Due to her on-the-rocks relationship with Goldenpelt and her rather obvious feelings for cats outside of WindClan, Spottedshadw is not very popular inside of her own clan and faces a lot of harassment from her peers and the senior warriors. She still has plenty of friends inside WindClan, of course, some who admire her for her idealistic view of clan friendships, and many others who admire her skill as a warrior even if they disagree with her compassion towards the other clans. Most of Spottedshadw's clanmates, though, are angry for Goldenpelt's sake, not understanding why Spottedshadw won't accept his advances. And that's where we start StarClan battles, which will have to be a story for another time. I hope you guys enjoyed watching me draw this multi-part piece. It was quite complicated, but I'm hoping to do more of these for the other main characters of StarClan battles at some point, so you can look forward to that. Thank you so much for watching, and please stay inspired.
Summer in the hills, those hazy days I do remember. We were running still, had the whole world at our feet, watching seasons change.